This match. We look forward to that moment. We look forward to the next 40 minutes.
Okay, time your run.
And Wayne Barnes gets us underway as Sapawanga goes short with the kick-off. Good two-handed take. Australia.
Stole.
Hands away, goal!
Wow, what a start to the second half by the men in black.
Wallabies are a mile offside there.
And now the penalty.
Offside. Hands are on, it's got to be lifted. For the
Goes against Australia.
Horrible start to the second half. Adam Coleman needed to rip her on and needed to feed the ball. He's talking through it now with Sean McMahon. Had a great lift, a great catch. Just didn't finish the job, and now they're going to be under pressure again. Field position is telling in the first half.
Under real pressure.
Just remind me how the Wallabies lost in Dunedin. Kick-off reception. I expected that might have been something they'd really worked hard on.
Oh, it was a great take, got in the air.
But you got to finish it.
Yeah, unsure of what to do next. All Blacks under a little bit of pressure now in the line out. Just getting the call right. Wallabies will want to get someone in the air if they can.
They go to the front to Squire.
Aaron, that is one.
Bit of momentum here for the All Blacks. It pops out the back though, and Williams gets the pass away. Sapawanga gets the fend going. Smith, Williams, nowhere to go. The captain, Reid, taken by
Not now,
Simmons.
Just cleared your outline.
And now McKenzie, Crotty. Tackle from Kurandrani, 5 out. Still plenty of pressure, it goes to ground. Sapawanga, dive pass out to Williams. He's wrapped up by Dempsey and also Simmons.
No, still in, mate.
McKenzie shuffles it on. Sapawanga taken by Pelota now. Laulala, Hippo Laulala. Williams, Ioane.
Good tackle from Hodge. Was it Hodge? No, it was Foley.
Penalty. Well done, Australia.
Ball, survive the clean out.
Hooper stayed on it.
Wow.
The wet ball is just allowing the Wallabies to do what they wanted to do in the first half, and that's use their line speed in defence. The All Blacks just a little slow through the hands, and they're starting to apply a bit of pressure at the tackle. 2 times there, the Wallabies had opportunities to turn over, and the second one Hooper gets, look at him, perfectly positioned, still on his feet.
Stayed on it. Is that Dempsey?
Simmons.
Simmons.
The accuracy there of the All Blacks was lacking that clean out.
Yeah, Squires missed him.
Yeah.
So Rob Simmons in his 78th Test match.
Called for stretcher.
I didn't see who he tackled. He's obviously mistimed it. Oh, yeah. There. Hold on. No.
Might have copped a straight arm from Hippo Laulala. Attempting the tackle.
Yeah. Wayne Barnes looked at it. There was nothing foul play in it.
They take a lot of precaution these days. That's why all this is going on. Rob Simmons seemed okay. Legs were moving, the arms were moving. He was talking quite freely.
From the Queensland Reds, but is signed for the enemy next year, New South Wales.
Tui will come on.
What a moment for Lukan Tui.
He's down the other end of the field at the moment, just going through a little warm-up.
With Ned Hennigan as well, so maybe they're contemplating who to send on.
Just doing a few run-throughs.
No shortage of experts looking after Rob Simmons.
So the All Blacks are undefeated in 17 of their past 18 tests against Australia. 15 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. Going for 8 straight against Australia. They won 10 straight in 2008, 2010.
I'll give you a little one, Clarkie.
Well, Israel Folau, here's one for you. 7 tries in 9 tests at Suncorp. But what about this statistic? The Wallabies fullback has now scored a try in 3 consecutive tests against New Zealand. 2 other Wallabies had done that. Matthew Berg, 1998, and also way back when, Ron Stanley. 12 tries so far in this calendar year, chasing down the world record held jointly by Joe Rokithoko and Daisuke Ohata. Rokithoko from New Zealand, Ohata from Japan. They scored 17 tries in the one calendar year. Israel is now on 12. So again, not taking any risks here with Rob Simmons. We wish him well. Still a lot of rugby to be played in 2017. Next weekend, of course, it's a non-test match fixture, but the Wallabies will play the Barbarians. Wallabies coached by Michael Checker, Barbarians coached by Alan Jones. That's at Allianz Stadium in Sydney next Saturday afternoon. And then it's a one-off test against Japan. And Japan en route to the spring tour, where they'll play 3 matches in the Northern Hemisphere, the Wallabies. Now Curtly Peel, proudly wearing the Indigenous jersey.
Some of his figures have been incredible since he came back to Australia. Have a look, same as Israel Folau. 3 consecutive tests, already scored his stride. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets over some of the razor-sharp running, the angles he runs, and also his foot speed. Extraordinary. It'd really be his night if he could get over the paint.
Got to say, I love the jersey.
Me too.
Yeah, I think it's terrific.
You know what I would like to see during the game? The clapsticks that the Indigenous dancers, etc., use pre-match. I'd like to see them distributed amongst the crowd. Would be an awesome atmosphere. And the sound of the didgeridoo as well. Let's make it distinctly Australian.
Well, what about Rieko Ioane? This young man, 20 years of age. This is his 10th test. And got a try in Dunedin against the Wallabies. So 8 tries in 9 tests. What a start to his career. Against the Springboks in Cape Town, 1 try, 174 metres. Plenty of run meters in the Rugby Championship and in his career to date. Tackle busts are plenty, line breaks are plenty.
Well, let's name them, Mutto. It started off with Inga Tuigamala, then Norm Berryman came along, then Jonah Lomu, Sevilla. This bloke, he's 103 kilos.
Who's Julian Sevilla?
Well,
Can't remember the form he's shown. He was the greatest running attacking player in the Rugby Championship this year. Extraordinary. And he hasn't even had a go. I think he's touched the ball 4 times, but the Wallabies have been right onto him.
Yeah, Bernard Foley made a beautiful tackle on him in that last passage.
He is
about
there,
6'4".
Israel Folau.
Yeah, he's a big unit, lots of pace, good feet.
Just came in and said it would have been a penalty there, but you've got a better position. You can have that one back there. But we're aware of that one. Yeah, I missed one live, but definitely.
The players getting an opportunity just to have a rethink. Think about what the coaches might have said at half-time. And the Indigenous jersey of the Australian Wallabies, honouring the 14 Indigenous Wallabies. Cecil Romoli, Lloyd McDermott, Mark Glenn, Gary Ella, Lloyd Walker, Andrew Walker, Jim Williams, Wendell Saylor, Tamana Tahu, Anthony and Saif Enga, Matt Hodgson and Curtly Beale. And Luke Tui is the replacement for Rob Simmons. 21 years of age, only his 3rd test appearance. Ironically, he's the guy that the Reds wanted to keep, and so said to Rob Simmons, OK, you can go south to New South Wales.
Brad Thorne's got an enormous rap on Lucan Tui.
Well, just in that couple of minutes that he was on the field against Argentina, he made a really good impact. He's quick for a big unit. He ran the ball at one point and bounced off one of the RGs back about 10 metres.
So we wish Rob Simmons all the best. We'll try and get a report from the dressing room for you as soon as possible.
Saw a shot there of Mark Ella and Lloyd Walker. Lucky enough to play my test debut with Lloyd Walker. Soft hands, we used to call him, didn't he? Gee, he had beautiful hands.
Played wonderfully flat rugby.
Yeah, really loved playing with him. At Randwick and New South Wales and the Wallabies, he was special.
Mark, Glenn and Gary Ella, twins who still confuse me to this day.
I like that from Rob Simmons.
Yeah, he's good.
So we're underway again at Suncorp. And it is New Zealand 13, Australia 12. Tafu Pelota now. Tui into the action early on. There's a pass that was taken in the end. It was a bit risky. Foley showing it on the inside to Michael Hooper, played by Smith and Whitelock. Dempsey, taken by Squire. Now it's Coleman. Good carry. Beale, Folau, stepping, fending, pushing. Oh! It's a pass away to Korobetti. Mariga Korobetti back on the inside, picked up by Beale. Beale gets it back now to Folau. And he's claimed, but they're inside the 22.
Can go wide right.
Now Lucan Tui loses it, went backwards, so it's been towed on. And now Sio straightens. Quick recycle. Oh, Beale went without it, knocked on. Knocked on. We'll come back to the scrum.
Whoa. 5 incredible phases and then just too fine an angle. In the wet, it was too tough.
Well, and it was just a too firm a ball. Wasn't Folau brilliant, the strength he showed. And look at that pill.
Korobetti stayed in his corridor just inside the touchline, gave Folau a target. I thought Beale was going to launch the big one there. They showed brilliant security, and then they finally came back to centre field. Sio did so well, but that one there, maybe Beale had one on the outside just looking at the rocket that was coming at him.
Yeah.
Oh, so close. So close. The big stat, I think it was just before half-time, that advantage line, Australia getting over the advantage line only 41% of the time. 5 minutes into the second half, that's up to 61%. That is a figure that's getting them places.
Reset.
They're going forward, Kearns.
Come away, fellas, look.
Well, Marta, let me tell you, advantage line, one of the key indicators of
come away from that.
success in games of rugby. Winning, if you're over 65%, you win regularly. It's almost one of the key things. 3 things are really, really important around winning percentage. And that's a real strong indicator, correlates very highly. What I'm liking from some of the Wallabies play, some of their forwards who are using a bit of footwork to get around players, Dempsey,
Coleman did something, yep.
Yeah, both of them. Just finding those little holes. It's something the Wallabies have been working on, that little evasion from their forward pack. Starting to see it come through.
Stay behind it, please, Will. And use it, please!
All Blacks being told to use it. It's been picked up.
Have a look at this.
And Dempsey will be called back.
It just came up, mate. It just came up.
Spectator try only.
See, what the Wallabies like is Crockett on.
This isn't helping.
You can see a little lift in their performance at scrum time. You can see all that turf that's been dug up there.
Tell you what, Wayne Barnes has bottled it here. I like Wayne as a ref.
Same ball. This isn't helping, fellas, I can see.
But he's taken the soft option here. That scrum has definitely gone through 90 degrees. There was no penalty. He asked the All Blacks to use it. They've got 5 seconds to use it, and Kieran Reid didn't. He asked him to use it. It goes through 90, and the ball comes out. The players do stand up, but I think it's through 90 before they do. This was the issue.
Crouch.
She's got away with that.
And now the free kick goes against Australia.
Well,
And Wyatt Crockett's at the centre of another dubious penalty.
most penalised man in world rugby.
It remains 13-12. New Zealand over Australia. 7 gone in the second half. And
Great kick.
good touch finder up. just inside Australian territory.
Right, so important here for the Wallabies. They restarted after Rob Simmons went off 3 minutes ago. At this point, they dominated those 3 minutes. The All Blacks have had a let-off there, and now they're back where they were. This is where the Wallabies lose test matches against the All Blacks at times.
Good take by Tui.
Next time it stops, mate.
Getty is going to have to play this or the Wallabies lose it.
It's available.
Wow, it comes out only just. There's a hand in there, but the crowd saw it, the referee didn't.
Use it.
Genia waiting for the troops to arrive. Back in the pocket is Foley. He goes high for Hodge to chase. McKenzie has been quiet, but takes it well.
No.
They control it in the end, the All Blacks.
Let it go,
And now Sapawonga.
So we're happy with that, the Wallabies. There's space there behind.
And Folau. Karate holds on, he flicks it out and it's been intercepted. And now Maholo to Sapawonga. Penalty goes against New Zealand. Penalty Australia.
Nowhere near the ball.
Hannigan looks on.
Jack Dempsey again. One of the players you hope can develop into a guy who can compete for the ball at the breakdown.
Here we go, fellas. Penalty mark
As a back row, he's getting better and better at it.
Back here, fellas.
It's almost that hybrid back rower, could play 6, 7 and 8. And he's making a real fist of number 8.
There's lots of niggle going on between these players. Coles hasn't shut up. He's been having a crack at Beale. He's been talking to him. Look at Folau got on the outside. Powers through.
He's incredible.
Sonny Bill Williams did beautifully to get it back on the inside. Sapawonga takes it up.
Look at Dempsey, though. Here he comes. Watch him pounce. Bang, accurate on the ball. Offside, Wyatt Crockett.
Yeah, that's disappointing. Let's just be on
And they're going to have a shot.
Kurandrani and Smith. There we go. There's lots of talk, lots of niggle. The Wallabies might be better just focusing. Or have they got the All Blacks just a tad rattled?
Well, they want to keep the scoreboard pressure on.
I don't know what was said there. Obviously,
Well, the All Blacks are a team who play with a particular rhythm and a pace to their game, and the stoppage, the little stop-start, it's not favouring them at the moment, the Wallabies. By contrast, have worked their way into this game in the last 10 minutes.
Foley, 15 in from touch, 38 back, and it is out to the left.
Stinker.
Yeah, he almost hit it with his instep.
So it's 1 from 3 for Bernard Foley. And it remains 13-12. New Zealand over the Wallabies.
Substitution, fellas. Black substitution.
Change coming on for New Zealand. 18 off Tuanga Fasi. Comes on for his 11th test appearance. And he replaces Nipo Laulala, brother of another All Black, Casey, playing for Racing Metro in France. He'll be watching on in Paris.
Okay, fellas, watch is now on. Game's line.
Sapawonga. Down to Foley. And Folau.
Tackle!
Foley showing on the inside, then having a crack on his own.
That's a tackle.
And Genia. So it's play on. And now the intercept.
Lost forward, scrum, 9 tackle 9.
So no advantage there. We'll have a scrum.
Oh, Will Genia to take a while to line up.
Yeah, there were players still coming back. He had to delay his pass.
The reaction time of the defence was super.
News from the dressing room. Rob Simmons is fine. Obviously, concern around the neck. It's likely to have some scans, but I don't believe it's any serious damage on him.
That is great news.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
The Australians will have a new scrum coach after tonight. Mario Ledesma is heading back to Argentina to coach the Jaguares in Super Rugby. Still a work in progress, but we have seen an improvement.
Oh, definitely, definitely. You don't learn scrummaging overnight. The best way to learn how to scrum is to scrum. And I know they do a lot of opposed session. I mean, you can do a bit on the scrum machine, but the best way is real live scrummaging at training.
A lot of interest in who replaces him. Dan Palmer from the Brumbies has been helping out this week. I spoke to Nick Stiles, former Reds coach, and he's very keen to put his hat in the ring.
Bind.
Yep. Hopefully they learned also a bit from Ledesma.
There's a penalty to Australia.
Tight head to knee. It's gone straight to knee.
Reece Hodge has the ball in his hands, but they're going to go for touch.
Well, he'd have no problem with the distance, Reece Hodge. It's not his best kick. He wasn't happy with it.
Yeah, that could have been a lot of damage if he could have placed it within 10 minutes of the try line.
Michael Checker is standing by in the Australian coach's box. Michael, how are you feeling about it all?
Yeah, look, it's not too bad. Just too many little errors, you know, I think. Little errors, but we're making some on them as well. So I think with the conditions, etc., it's going to be about who can keep the pressure on and then take advantage of the moments that come from that pressure.
More field position as well. This half, just stay with us as we have a look at the Wallabies just outside the 22. 13 points to 12, and Corabetti up to the 22. Tui. Kane comes in and puts a shot on him. Kepu, Reed over the top of him.
No.
Now Coleman. Counter-ruck from the All Blacks.
All hands away now, just be careful.
Genia goes in digging from a standing start as Dempsey, once again he does well just to buy a bit of time.
You never get a shoulder on Dempsey.
Tui.
They're offside there.
And he gets the penalty as well, pretty much right in front. They take it quickly. Not back 10. Dempsey. Out to Coleman.
Ball's available.
Beale.
Advantage, offside.
Offside again. New Zealand. McMahon. Genia. Quick hands. They put it down, but will come back for the penalty.
Oh, it was well wild. Hooper throwing that one. They knew they had the penalty coming. Whoa.
Ball's live if you want it. Ball's live if you want it.
Decision time here.
Oh, you got to think of the scoreboard, I think.
You've got to go for the points.
Well, Michael Checker, thank you very much for staying with us again. What do you reckon? Into the corner they're going. You happy with that?
Mate, I'll be happy with whatever they do, right? Crowd's happy about it, so we'll see where it ends up, mate.
Okay, we'll let you get back to it. We really appreciate your time. Good on you. Best of luck for the remainder.
There's lots of niggle.
We can't have players just getting up, pushing, shouting, screaming at each other. Your role models of the game, so go and talk to your role models and ask them to behave a bit better than this, please. Watch his stop. Both teams. You go and speak to your players, you go and speak to your players. I'll come and speak to after. Go and do your job, please. Thank you.
Wow, so they're going to back themselves here, the Australians, turning down a couple of opportunities to take the three and take the lead on the scoreboard.
Did Kieran Reid really go and talk to his players? He's talking about the direct sledging.
Well, Michael Hooper might want to have a word to the ref and say, Kieran didn't talk to his blokes.
They backed themselves.
And here we go. It comes back to Pelota now. There's determination.
This is the way you bring the crowd into the game.
Still going, advantage is being played. And Genia gives it to Beale. And Foley. Folau! Corabetti! Yes, he's over!
And that's the other way you bring
this Wallaby side's turned the corner, because not long ago, that line-out rolling maul would not have worked. They got low, they got the power, they got the determination, and that created the rest of that try.
They knew they had a penalty coming from the driving maul because it was pulled down. And then they knew who was out wide. Who would you want out wide? Israel Folau. This is where Genia got the call. Give it to me, says Beale. Foley knows what he has to do. Get a one-on-one. It was Naholo who couldn't cope with Folau. And, of course, McKenzie can't stop Corey-Betty that far out.
Beautifully worked try here. Bernard Foley gets hit late by Crotty. Wayne Barnes had a word to them as well. Wayne Barnes very animated here on the sideline, but that's great execution. Right to left passing, the Wallabies are great. It's crisp. The ball's out in front every single time, and that's what gives Corey-Betty enough room. He needed 50 centimetres into the corner, and he got it.
Have a look at the crowd. First they decide to go to the line out, that got them involved, and then they get that try from one side to the other. How very All Blacks of the Wallaby.
3 tries to 1 so far. And Foley from out wide. And this one again out to the left. Radar not working.
Is that Corey-Betty 4 tries in the last 3 tests?
Certainly is.
He's found his place. We were looking for a left winger for quite some time. Leave him on the field.
We remember the goal-kicking woes in Dunedin.
Yeah,
nervous.
I also remember the goal-kicking successes of Foley as well. It doesn't come down to goal-kicking. You want the team to win without a goal-kicker. You can't blame it on that, but 3 tries to 1, Rod, you've got to be happy at this stage.
Well, they're going well, there's no question. They'd be a little bit more ahead, but that's test match footy.
It's the All Blacks.
And Folau looking to get involved. Tui.
Oh, good.
And Foley goes high. Sapawanga coming forward. Naholo beat him to it, though, and then out it goes to McKenzie onto the left foot. Bernard Foley is back there, and it sits up nicely. And then he draws the man and gives it to Hodge. Goes into contact, lays it back. Coleman pops it out now to Kepu, and Kepu has a run. Was looking to offload, just couldn't find a man on his left. Dempsey out to Folau. Lays it back, Kurandrani, nowhere to go. To Beale again. Oh, Tui was hit hard. Now it's out wide, and Foley puts it on the toe, not the best kick, and now McKenzie stepping. McKenzie.
Is that McMahon? No, he didn't steal it.
But close, and now Ioane looking to get involved. It's been a quiet night for the left wingers so far. Tuanga. Tuanga fussy holds on.
Wallabies in trouble out here.
They look to go wide, and Coles does a great job to get it out to his captain. Then a ball and all tackled from Kurandrani. Might have been a bit high, but the referee in the end said no, play on. And now it is Crockett hitting the gap, and all of a sudden a bit of momentum here for the All Blacks as Smith gives it to Sapawanga, taken by Pelota now. Smith, penalty against New Zealand at the breakdown.
Can't do that. Pelota now was hammered. Well away from the ball. Costly. They were on a 7-phase roll.
I think Kurandrani down here. No, it's not Kurandrani.
Look at the blood there pouring out of Michael Hooper's.
I think Kurandrani against Coles had a bit of a set too.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Pelota now gets up. Nothing to do with the breakdown, and Sam Cane just hammers him. Costly.
We've got a blood injury, we're just going to treat.
Kepu's, I think he might have been coming off anyway, but I think he's a head bin.
Can you just get your medic and tidy Michael up? We've just got a bit of blood.
Oh, the crowd's loving this. Stephen Moore has just snuck onto the field.
He's just flying in nowhere near the ball and tackling him on.
Not presenting themselves there.
He's nowhere near the ball, mate.
Just make sure that
If he's in the way,
they present themselves, they've got to come in through the gate.
yeah, totally get that, but he's nowhere near the ball.
Okay, that's fine.
I've just had a word as well from Maris upstairs. Number 2's starting to get involved in a few too many things. I've spoken to their 10 about pushing people.
They're coming at it.
No, I've spoken to their 10. You need to speak to your 2 now, okay?
Oh,
That's
Thanks,
not a
Peter.
clean out. That's your number 1 defender, and you're just hackling people out the ball. Go and play NFL.
yeah, that's a cheap shot.
So Stephen Moore is out there, the 34-year-old, his 125th appearance for the Wallabies, made his debut in 2005. 13 seasons. Barrett is off for New Zealand. There he is, Stephen Moore.
Good gain from Reece Hodge on the kick.
Australia 17, New Zealand 13. Kurandrani.
Hands off now, good one.
Jeez, I think he might have been a little offside. It's on for the Wallabies here if they can get it wide.
And Moore. Foley to Corabetti. 2 defenders on him. Elatoa on for Kepu. Genia and Beale, flat pass, and they race up. It was Squire that shut down Coleman. They work to the right, and Beale throws it back on the inside, and they were waiting to pounce. It pops out to Foley. Wide ball. Now Kurandrani, who straightens. Tackle had to be made, and it was a good one from Kane, playing his 50th test for the All Blacks.
There's a hole there. Wallabies saw it. It shut quickly.
Dempsey.
No setting, thank you.
Moore. Straight into Reed, and Genia gives it to Kurandrani. They don't fall for the dummy.
Advantage, off speed, 14.
Advantage being played here for the Wallabies. Penalty Australia.
Wallabies will take that.
Yeah, the player at the bottom of the ruck there was grabbed Genia as he tried to pass the ball.
I think it was Naholo. Their classic slowing down the game tactics. They sometimes get away with it.
The All Blacks have really lifted their intensity and line speed, but they're sucking the big ones in. They had to work hard. They were getting off the line with ferocity. Really were. Putting the pressure on.
Reece Hodge can have a shot at goal.
This is where the All Blacks, last 20 minutes, they always come back at you. This is where they win games.
He was on the field very early, Reece Hodge, out there practicing his skills, practicing his kicking.
Should be confident. 3 tries in the last 2 test matches. I look at the last 10 penalties conceded. That shows a bit of dominance from the Wallabies. 7 in a row now. 22 missed tackles by the All Blacks, only 9 from the Australians. There's a stat. 500, nearly 600 run metres by the Wallabies.
Hodge, no problem with the distance and the direction. It is good. It is over.
Wow, calm as you like too, Reece Hodge, where he looked calm on the outside.
20 points to 13. Wallabies over New Zealand, but a long way to go. 16 or so.
Let's not forget, in Dunedin, it was the 76th minute that Curtly Beale put the Wallabies ahead. You can't celebrate at any time until after the game's over against the All Blacks.
Just 1 second.
Robertson on, CO off.
Okay, on you. Watch on.
All new front row for the Wallabies. Can they bring them home up front? Coleman. Genia. Foley. Tui.
Don't touch the 9, no.
Back it goes to Beale. He goes long down the centre of the park.
Didn't really get it.
Here's Havili. TJ Perenara. Maholo tries to stab through, and Folau takes 3 of them to stop him. Clean out is good. Here's Tui. He's been a workhorse since he's come on for Rob Simmons.
See that footwork?
Alatoa back to Genia. Beale, McMahon doubling round. Beale puts it on the toe, kicking it away.
Not what we need.
There's a poor pass.
Unusual.
So Williams gets the pass away. Billy as well. Crotty. Back to McKenzie.
Good Wallaby defence, kept the line and gave McKenzie no other options.
Folau, wonderful performance again. So involved.
Yeah, he has had a cracking game.
15 runs. He's already over 100 metres for Lau for the game.
But that time again, Rod, right in front of you, the clean-out, they missed.
And they came up against one of the best over the ball, Nahalu.
Well, here's TJ Perenara. He needs a good bounce. And it beats everybody into touch. Only just. Perenara claiming he was taken off the ball. But it was great vision.
I'm sure all Black fans might want to have another look at this. Was this batted into touch by Kurandrani by his hand? No, who was it? No. Accidental ricochet. Definitely out, but what a quick brain Perenara's got.
Yeah.
Well, they're giving the throw into New Zealand, so don't go anywhere, folks, because here's a great opportunity for the men in black
And
to hit back
to the ground.
Taylor. It's Cody Taylor.
Held up, stolen from... Oh. Well, there should be a penalty there against Crockett.
Hold. Tom, get behind the ball.
Surely the touch judge saw what we just saw. Genia.
And he was almost isolated there as well.
Not the side though, TJ.
Players everywhere blocking the channel, and now Tui gets it back to Beale, who
No touch.
gets it into touch. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
So here's McKenzie. Oh, terrific tackle from Hooper.
And Hooper's over the ball and on his feet. Oh, now gone.
Tuangafasi. What a test match.
What a finish.
Kane. Naholo scored the first try for New Zealand.
Not now.
In fact, that's the only try New Zealand has scored. Good defence on Whitelock. Perenara, McKenzie.
Oh!
And Tui Paluto left it behind. Back it goes to McMahon. Workhorse again tonight. Good carry. Great carry. McMahon. What a run.
Not now. Brought to floor by Australia.
Kenya. And Beale. Kurandrani got through the tackle of Kane. Momentum here.
Oh my
goodness. Hammered.
What a head.
Offer to Agafasi. Said, pop that. And now advantage is over. And Ioane goes to ground around halfway. Crotty. Pelotu.
Oh, great.
Kane, and now he's hammered.
There you go. Touch.
They said it was a dead rubber, don't you believe it?
Take it back. Taken
back.
Oh no! No!
And Foley puts it into touch. The referee was screaming at him, saying it was taken back.
I'm clearly shouting. It's charged down. I'm screaming as loud as I can.
So it wasn't taken back by Foley, it had been touched by the Wallabies, Wayne Barnes is saying.
I can't do any more than that. Wayne Barnes is screaming.
How are you supposed to hear it if you're Foley? What about that owning by Tongo Farsi?
Oh, there's been some hits tonight.
That's a game changer. Wallabies were on the charge on the back of McMahon.
Note to self, don't run the short ball.
Oh, goodness.
Who's that? Kirtley off.
Is he?
Samu Karevi is on for the Wallabies.
Whoa, that's gutsy pulling Kirtley Beale off.
He looks okay.
There's No blood, no head.
No blood, no injury.
He's finished.
Wow.
He's given it everything in the Indigenous jersey tonight.
Well, and Karevi just has to make sure his defence is spot on.
So it's there for the All Blacks again. Squire. Hooper held on. Taylor. Taken by Moore.
Big defence can create the error.
The read is taken by McMahon. Whitelock, no, he left it for Kane. Perenara to McKenzie. Tuangafasi. Switch of play. Crockett. Perenara. Williams. Putting some phases together, the All Blacks. Crockett from a standing start. Coleman takes him.
Coleman.
Billy, they rush up on Williams, but he gets the pass away. Reed. And Rico Ioane dives in the corner. This try-scoring machine has another one. 9 tries in 10 tests so far.
10 phases. The defence, there was nothing wrong with the defence. It was simply there was one spare. And who is it? It's not Rico. It's Rico Ioane. Incredible stuff. When he got the ball, he still had 20 to go. They pounded away for 10 phases. This was the deal. Sonny Bill Williams onto Reid, onto Rico Ioane. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, it was that ball from Sonny Bill Williams, the out-of-form Sonny Bill Williams, mind you, according to the New Zealand press.
2 defenders.
Wow. Sucked in the second one, and that was it.
Oh, McMahon, who'd done so much just a couple of minutes earlier to charge downfield. Rico Ioane, what a familiar sight. Sonny Bill Williams sucked in the defenders. Doesn't he finish well, Rico?
Well, and Damien McKenzie, he is an ice man.
Yes, Lemus Sopawanga is off the field, so it's going to be McKenzie to try and level the scores.
Little in stature, but big in courage, this bloke. I doubt he's had a bigger kick in his career.
He'll still have the smile, though.
A real buzz around Suncorp Stadium.
What a test match. Dead rubber? Really?
Damien McKenzie from out wide, and it's away. So it's still Australia. The noses in front, 22-18.
I'll give you a stat. In the 78 tests the All Blacks have played since 2010, only twice have they been beaten when they're ahead at half-time, as they were this evening, both by Australia. There's faint hope that this is where they win games from when they're behind.
So Foley comes down for Perenara. Got away from
Great pressure for
Korobetti.
Korobetti. Wow, he was steaming through there.
7 minutes remaining.
Jack Dempsey is off. Ned Hannigan on at blindside flanker for the Wallabies.
Well, a good performance by Jack Dempsey.
Oh, no, he had a cracking game tonight, Dempsey.
Oh, brilliant.
To Stephen Moore. Can't find the target, and oh, that's courage.
McMahon.
Now it is Hannigan. Fresh legs. Needs to make an impact. Tui has made an impact since he's come on. The fresh legs of the big man. Ella Toa.
Wallabies need points in this raid.
And Moore throws the dummy. Can he finish on a high in his last test on home soil?
Counter run.
Turned over. Wasted opportunity, Australia, and now Perenara onto the left foot and not out. They try and hold him up, but it's going to come back.
Came through the middle.
Knock on. Pressure.
He came through the middle and tackled the 9. Protect your 9 better. You can tackle him once he's got the ball. Will knows that as well. Yeah.
Can't attack the halfback while the ball's still on the ground, but he'd taken it from the ground. He's fair game.
Phipps coming on.
Liam Squire is coming from the field for New Zealand. Phipps is on for Will Genia.
Oh, and all of a sudden the window opens for the All Blacks.
Always provides great energy, does Phipps. Genia's had a good game.
Okay, all new front row, let's get that height good.
Gee, the crowd haven't been disappointed tonight, have they? It's a little bit slippery in that first half with a couple of drop ball, but this second half has been just high-quality rugby all around.
Crouch. 5. Set.
Penalty.
We pulled him straight to floor.
Oh,
First action, straight to floor. 17.
Goes against Tom Robertson.
The length of this kick could be decisive in this test match. Perfect angle to watch Mackenzie drill it as close to the corner as possible. He's wasted distance.
25 out for New Zealand at the right end of the field.
Well, it's the big psychological win that for the Wallabies. They would have been expecting to be 10 to 15 from their own line, not 30, 25. I'll be feeling happy with that. All Blacks have been uncertain at line-out time a lot tonight.
And it goes to Tuipulotu, down to Perenara, and Williams did well. What a great pass. Wide block. Perenara and Taylor McKenzie to the captain Reid charging onto it. Perenara, they work to the short side. They put it on the toe. Who wants it? It's there for the men in goal.
Oh, the urgency's been there this evening for the Wallabies. Every time there's a loose scramble, they've won it.
There you go.
Now it's Coleman. The All Blacks looking to rush up and keep the pressure on. Back it goes. And Hodge gets it away in the nick of time. Quick throw in. Cross to Mackenzie, one of the best broken field runners in the game, but he gives it to Naholo, and the penalty will go against New Zealand.
Oh, was there a pullback?
Will Hodge have a crack?
Will he ever? You waste a minute.
Tackling the player without the ball, so the New Zealander actually tackled one of the Australian defenders.
Yeah, it was Tagavasi has pulled someone back. I know Karevi hit the ground. I caught that one. I think he just slipped. It was someone else who got pulled back.
I've got to be pedantic. There's a marker, okay. I've just got to make sure we take it from there.
Reeside didn't know what pedantic meant. It was Karevi fell over because he was shouldered. He wasn't going to make the tackle on Naholo anyway. Yeah, that's cynical.
Yeah, you've indicated that. Yeah. You might. I got to run.
3 minutes remaining. 20 points to 18. Australia over New Zealand.
The Wallabies know they've got to chase this hard. Reece Hodge can actually put this dead, but you chase it like hell.
Heavy atmosphere after the rain earlier. All Blacks fans screaming and hollering.
Reece Hodge, 53 metres. He's got the distance. The direction is good. It's over.
The distance was never the issue.
They've got to score a try. A penalty won't win it.
Do I need to mention kick-off?
Somebody may have missed Dunedin, but I tell you what, the Wallabies are well stocked up on the 10-metre line.
Yeah, they've split the Wallabies, so they've got one lock this side, one lock the other.
Israel Folau, watch for Israel.
Tui takes it.
Oh, super from Tui. Kieran Reid was at his lethal best there, trying to get through.
Use it!
Tom Robertson goes to ground, taken by Artie Savir in 20, who's on there for Kane. Short side.
Oh, offside.
Hold on.
Oh, a mile offside.
Not now, Kieran. Arrive up!
Ella Elatoa.
It's hard to hold this ball for 2 minutes without giving a penalty away.
Well, they're going to try and milk some seconds at least.
Keep
Downer up was pretty good.
Coleman.
Big tackle there on Coleman as the black jerseys go in, and there it is, Rod Kafer.
21.
Oh, my goodness.
It's bread and butter stuff.
Arrive up, please. 21.
New Zealand sides. That tough, hard, gritty stuff in the wet. It's what they love. I understand tactically why the Wallabies wanted to do it, but they'd be far harder to go 70 or 80 off the back of a kick. Now they've got a chance. The Wallabies are defended well. They've got to think about getting someone in the air at this line out.
As they land, please, as they land. As they land.
Oh, what an end. Look at those guys. They've given everything for their 70 minutes on the field.
They go to the front. And now they set up.
That is one.
Oh, they're forcing him into the sideline. Had to use it.
Now it's Williams, and Hooper is over the top. He can't hold on.
Look out wide. All Blacks have got a player right out wide.
The siren sounds. Can the men in black spoil the party in Brisbane? Can they cause more heartache for the men in Wallaby gold? Oh, there's a knock on! It's all over! The drought was broken in Brisbane weather-wise this week, and now the Wallabies have broken the rugby drought against the All Blacks.
The crowd's gone crazy. Insane stuff here in Brisbane. Whoa!
23 points to 18, 3 tries to 1. Australia over New Zealand in Bledisloe 3. Who would have thought after the first 40 minutes of the Rugby Championship in Sydney, when the All Blacks went on an absolute stampede, but since then the Wallabies, they have dug deep and they have been improving from test to test, and now they knock over the world champs, 23 to 18.
The Wallabies only missed 11 tackles for the evening. The All Blacks missed 28. They defended themselves. That's what you've got to do. You've got to limit the All Blacks to under 20. They've done it.
Well, and I'll show you how good it was. Well, who had that last knock on? It was at the end. It was Sam Cane. Knocked on at the end.
Sure.
The All Blacks had 6 minutes 40 in Australia's 22.
Look at him celebrate.
That's how well they defended. Hennigan. Gee, look at McMahon. Wasn't he magnificent? That big run up the middle of the field. Coleman got through plenty of work.
Dempsey.
Oh, Dempsey was special.
Oh, Bill Hooper was unbelievable, and Israel Folau was class.
Folau got more touches tonight than I can remember in a number of games, and every one of them was good.
Geez, we found a couple of keepers. Number 6, Jack Dempsey. Number 14, Corey Betty.
Yeah.
Reece Hodges penalty. Where do we stop?
Well, Reece Hodge, those 2 kicks under pressure. Bernard Foley had a case of the yips, and he knew courage from the man. He knew it was time to hand over to someone else. He'd lost his confidence with the boot. There's Reece Hodge there. Wow.
A lot of these players will have a breather next week, and some of the more fringe Wallabies will get an opportunity to take on the Barbarians, and then it's off to Japan and then to the spring tour. So a couple of years out from the Rugby World